Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I want to talk to you about the Too Faced, about the power of makeup by Nikky tutorials. This is this new product that came out, and I just want to kind of give you my quick review about it and first impression. See, this is the box for the product, which is really pretty. It's very beautiful. On the back of the box you're gonna see what comes inside the box, which is the palette, the eyeliner, the glitter, it's a mascara also, and a primer for your eyelid. Okay, so what's inside the box? Inside the box there comes this little cute bag right here, which is very it's a very nice bag. It's kind of a Ziploc bag, and that's where everything comes in here, which is this little booklet is like step by step how to get some amazing eye makeup looks by Nikky. So basically it's gonna tell you how to follow everything step by step. And there's a sketch, this is a sketch marker by Too Faced, which is an amazing one, and I'm gonna get into it in a little bit. And this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which is in color purple. As you can see, is not the regular black mascara. For this mascara, my lashes are not curled naturally, so I have to curl them and work really hard to curl them every time I do. And I like to use mascaras that whenever I apply the mascara, it doesn't bring or weight or wear my lashes down, because my lashes are not curly naturally, so I have to curl them every time, and I have such a hard time curling my lashes. Whenever I apply this mascara, they just come straight back down. This eyeshadow insurance shadow insurance primer, this is for your eyelid. I tried it and it's okay. I didn't see anything wrong with it. And also this is the Too Faced glitter, which is called Glitterly. And this one right here, as you can see, when you open, it doesn't have nothing that is holding or that is controlling the glitter. So pretty much when you open it, it's going to be, you're gonna see glitter all over. So, and I just want to mention about this sketch pen right here. It's a very amazing pen. I think it does a great job, except for one thing, that whenever you apply it, it tends to bleed a little bit when you apply this one again, but it stays really good in place. It is waterproof, so it doesn't remove easily. Whenever I need to remove my eye makeup, I usually do it with an almond oil. That's how I remove my eye makeup. And I found out that whenever I use this one right here, it was really hard to remove the eyeliner because it's super well put in place, that it's not easy to remove it. So I have to use a second waterproof eye makeup remover from Sephora, but still I have to use a Q-tip to help remove that area. So this is really good. So getting into the palette, this is the actual face palette, which is this one right here. It's got 9 eyeshadows, 2 blushes, 1 bronzer, and also it's got highlighters. It comes with 4, there's a total of 4 eyeshadows that are matte, which is this one right here, this 2 right here in the black color. These 2 right here, the gold one, are the glittery ones, and these 2 right here are supposed to be like metallic eyeshadows. And let me tell you, all the performance of the eyeshadows, I really was very disappointed. I tried this palette 4 times, and I was really trying to convince myself that I like it. And I just want to give you an honest and truth review about the palette. I don't mean to and pretend to say that it's fabulous and that it's wonderful like a lot of people are saying. And you know, whatever or whichever product doesn't work for me doesn't mean that it's not going to work for you. Remember that we all have different texture of the skin, and also some people had a little bit more oil in their skin. I'm on the dry side, and I totally didn't like the eyeshadows. I was very disappointed. First of all, let me explain to you that the only product that I own from Too Faced that it's eyeshadows is this one right here, which is a Too Faced Natural Matte. And it's a very neutral eyeshadow palette that is amazing. It's really beautiful. I have used this one so much. I'm almost hitting pan on this one right here. And all of the colors, like this one right here, all of them are really amazing colors, and all of them have a very good color payoff. Very good. When you apply it, it's just right there. It applies really nice. It doesn't apply patchy. It's so smooth and creamy and so even and perfect. So I thought it was going to be the formulation some kind like that because it's Too Faced. So anyways, going back to the palette, to this palette right here, at first when I try to use this color right here, which is a matte color, this one right here, which is called Ivy, I prime my eyelid and I tried to use this one on my eyelid, and it was very patchy. It was really bad. It didn't apply really even and smooth. It was powdery, and when you applied, it was kind of it was not the same as the other one. To me, it didn't work that well, and at first I thought probably it's my eyelid. Whenever I apply the primer, probably I didn't apply it really nice and smooth, so I tried a second time, and then I tried a third time. So to be honest with you, I didn't base my looks on these tutorials right here because I just wanted to be free and do whatever I wanted to do with the eyeshadow, and I wanted to do a makeup look with this green one using the brown colors. And when I work my eyelid with these colors, they are good and they do blend okay. The matte colors are perfect. This is like for the transition, but when you touch them, they're really dry. Like they feel very sandy feeling. At least this palette, I don't know if it was a bad palette or what, but they were not so creamy. They are pigmented, this one right here, but they feel a little dry, and I didn't like the consistency and of it when you apply it. It's like you have to really work and apply them. They're somewhat powdery. And then also I just wanted to mention like one more thing on the black color. When you take the color, the black, when you apply it, it applies very patchy, and it is not as intense as you think it's going to be. So another color that I tried the first time, it was this green one right here. I was really disappointed because I used it with my brush being wet with the I kind of sprayed it with my setting spray just to get a lot more intensity on the color, and it didn't help that much. I tried to use this purple one, which is called Wham Bam. This one right here, I didn't like it because when you grab it with your finger, again, it's going to be kind of creamy and okay, but then once you apply it, see, it's not that intense. The pigment on the eyeshadows, when you grab it, yeah, it seems to be intense, and it's like, wow, I got tons of color. But once I try to apply it on my eyelid and press the color, see, when I try to press the color, nothing came much on the eyelid. And then when I try to apply it like that, it was super faint and super kind of weak. It was not that intense. And this one, the pigmentation was not there. I think it's really poor. These right here, the three glittery colors, they're very powdery. The glitter is super chunky. There's like more sparkles than just nice fine glitter, and I just didn't like it either because it's so powdery when you apply it. I normally, when I try to use this one on my eyelid, the powder went all over. I don't know if you can tell on my hand how it spread over here too. So it was kind of spreading all over my eyelid, which I didn't like that because it kind of messed up my eyeshadow on the sides around it. So to me, the eyeshadow palette, it was kind of a disappointment because I was really expecting this to be really fun. And like I said, the only experience or that I have with this Too Faced eyeshadow colors or eyeshadow is with this one right here, which is amazing. All of the colors are super intense, super rich, whichever color you grab. This one right here, I used it the second time and apply it on my eyelid, and I kind of work it and try to pack it as much as I could. And by the end of 3 hours after wearing that one, or 2 hours, it was really washing off or wearing off, and I just didn't like that. The Wanted, the black color, it does work okay when you apply it on the corner. Since it's an intense color and it's a black color, it's going to work okay since are the matte colors. But this one right here, on my third look, I just try to kind of pack it in the middle of my eyelid, and it just went all over because it's so powdery. Like I said, it's so chunky. It's not finely milled. It's not like that. It's very glittery, and I didn't like that. I'm not a glitter person. With this one, to my taste, the glitter was so chunky and so thick, and I didn't like it. The blushes are good. They're powdery as well, but they have good pigmentation when you apply them, so that I don't have nothing bad to say about the blushes, except that they're too small. The Chocolate Soleil, which is the light color, this one is not going to be showing on much deeper or medium to deep skin tones. I don't think this is going to be showing that much. Another thing, another big disappointment to me was the highlighter. The highlighter, I was thinking, you know, when I thought about the palette that it was coming out with blushes and a highlighter. I was so excited because I thought probably that the highlighter was going to be amazing and it was going to be very sweet and elegant, intense and beautiful. And to my surprise, the highlighter, it was really hard to work with. You can barely tell you have a highlighter, and the first time I used it, I applied it and I couldn't see it on myself. And let me tell you, this is that's all you can get out of the highlighter. That's all I got, and I'm rubbing really hard, and that's it. And when you try to apply it, it's not there. I mean, it's very hard to make this one work, and I'm gonna show you. It is super, super subtle. I mean, I'm gonna grab more of the highlighter and I'm gonna try to apply it here. As you can see, it's super subtle. You can barely see it. And I mean, considering that Nikky, it's well known by that she loves highlighters and she loves to be all glowy and beautiful, I didn't see all that here. Another thing with this highlighter is that it created a hard surface, and I don't know if you're able to see yet, right there. See that shiny and glossy surface? That it was there. It's just there on the palette. So from there, it's hard to get color, as you can see, and it's hard to apply it. And I mean, you can barely tell. And I mean, you can barely tell that you have a highlighter. So what I did the first time, I used this one and applied some of this one on top, so I can show it a little more. That's how I did it. I just kind of applied this one on top. The only thing I didn't like about this one, that it's powdery and it was spraying all over, but you know, mixed with that one created a nice highlighter. But I had to mix that one the first time that I tried this using this palette. I just didn't like the fact that it has glitter. I think that for the price, it is really pricey, and the performance of the eyeshadows is not very good for the price. I own a palette from BH Cosmetics, which is the foil eyes. I paid only $8 for that, and it's got so for these it's $56 for this palette. And then basically for these, normally the price for this sketch mark pencil or pen, it's normally $20. I was thinking, you know, if the highlighter is amazing, I'm gonna keep it. If one of the eyeshadows, if I liked at least more than that, like probably this one and these two and these ones, if these ones were great, like the purple, the green, the black, and these two, I was going to keep it, and I didn't mind the rest of them. But they're not that great, and I didn't have a good color payoff with them. I don't think it's worth it to keep it just because of these colors that I think they're okay, but they're not that great to keep the entire palette for $56. It's pretty pricey. So if you were planning on buying this one and you were not sure yet about if you were saving money and you were not sure if you wanted to spend your money on this right here, I would say do not spend the money because it's really pricey. $56 plus tax. It is expensive, and you're not gonna get good payoff on the pigment for the good pigment payoff out of this palette. These colors right here are super glittery and super chunky and chalky, that it doesn't apply beautifully, it doesn't apply nice. So I don't think it's worth it, and the highlighter is not there. It's not quite there, which is a big disappointment to me because I was expecting the highlighter to be there on point. Definitely this palette is, I'm not gonna keep it, and if you would ask me if I recommend for you to get this palette, I will not recommend it. When you grab it with your finger, yeah, you do have pigmentation, but when you apply it with your brush, this is a synthetic brush, and when you try to get this, I got the gold one. See, it's not that great. I got the gold one, as you can see, super powdery, and I'm trying to apply the gold one. You can barely see that I have gold. I mean, you can see it, but it's not there. It's just not that intense. I got this 28 color eyeshadow foil eyes from BH Cosmetics, and I only paid $8 for these eyeshadows right here. The color that I'm wearing out of this is this one right here in the corner of my eye, and it's just super pigmented. I didn't have to work myself really hard to get the color. I mean, it just applies really nice. Look at that color, and I'm barely rubbing, I'm not even rubbing that hard, and the color is there. That's what I'm talking about. This is the type of effect that I thought this was going to have a nice pigmentation, but it didn't. So this one was worth every penny I spent on it, which is $8. Come on, $8 is a lot better to spend on this. You spend your money here really well. Another eyeshadow that I wanted to show you, this one right here has pretty much Very beautiful colors, which I paid also $8, and it comes with blush. And then the eyeshadow colors, which is they're also beautiful. I want to tell you that you don't need to spend that much money. You can get a lot more affordable. I'm barely touching, and I grabbed just very little, and you can see the good deposit of color that you get out of this one. But if you would like to try it, feel free to go to Ulta and just test it, try yourself, and try to feel it. Because like I said, maybe if this is a bad palette, well, maybe that's it. But I'm not planning on trying to find out if it was a bad palette or not. I'm not planning on buying it again. I think there's more products out there that are a lot better than this right here, and it's a lot of money that I spent on this $56. It's a lot for this palette. But you can try it and see. Whatever doesn't work for me doesn't mean it's not going to work for you. So everybody's different, and we have different tastes. Like I said, the type of glitter that comes in this palette is not my favorite. I don't think this is a good one. So I will say pass on this one this time, guys. You're not missing much. Like I said, the blushes are okay, but they're too small. The highlighter is not quite there. It created a hard surface, as you can see right there. This one right here, and it's hard to get the color now. You can get some other subtle highlighters or more affordable. So this is going back. I just wanted to do this review, guys, and let you know what I think about it. I hope this video is of help to you. If you have any questions, please go ahead and leave me a comment down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time in my next video. Bye.